The Great Dark Beyond's been out for a while now, and my first initial impressions is Elemental Mage got even better with this expansion. The standout card would be Blazing Accretion, which is a new 3 mana minion with the battle cry of destroy the top 3 cards of your deck. Any fire spells or elementals are drawn instead. So having a 3 mana draw 3 on top of a 3/1 is insane, but it does restrict you to only being playing fire spells, so we do need to miss out on our synchronize that was in the old list. So what do we replace synchronize with? We replace it with burn damage, of course, and that is with Spontaneous Combustion, which is a 2 mana spell that deals 4 damage to a random enemy, but if you played an elemental last turn, you get to choose the target, and you get a phenomenal board clear with Solar Flare, which deals 2 damage to all enemies, but costs 1 less for each elemental you control. This often costs 0 with Overflow Surger, or just with our plethora of 1-drop elementals. Now you might be wondering, why is Sarun not in this deck? And you may be thinking it's because you didn't open it. And to that, I say, shut up. But also, I don't think he's necessary. A 7/6 for 6 mana that doesn't impact the board is not what Elemental Mage is really looking for, I don't think. We would much rather just kill the opponent with Tainted Remnants or Lamplighters. But if you did open the 7/6 and you would like to play an Elemental Mage, I have been seeing a lot of people use it to great success with the combination of Overflow Surger having +1 fire spell damage into Solar Flare. I agree, that is very cool, very cute, and it has yet to happen to me. Every Elemental Mage that has played Sarun against me has kind of taken their turn 6 off and just fell behind board and died because of that. But if you like Sarun, if you opened him, feel free to play him. He's probably fine, but I'm going to stick by this list that's more just trying to hit the opponent hard in the face. If you enjoy gameplay videos like this one, please consider subscribing. Let's get into the games.
Jaina versus Uriel.
A Paladin, maybe a Libram gamer. Last time I played against the Librams with this deck, I got absolutely trashed. Or was I playing Death Knight? I think I was playing Death Knight. This deck's never lost. I've totally not lost 2 matches before recording this one. I just haven't included it in the video. Anyway, Tar Slime Aqua Archivist into... that's not a good one to Archivist into, but I will if I have to. 4 mana, draw 2. We'll maybe need to do. Draw a Libram person. No, the instrument text. This could be just somebody holding on to their hand buff deck, or it could be the Libram weapon. I don't know if I would coin out instrument tech. Wow, just gonna send instrument tech on in his way like that. Pretty disrespectful if you ask me. Accretion draws a couple more cards in this guy. And then the Spider.
Job's done.
Upstairs with the 2/2. Archivist just enables so many great starts with this deck. And I think, just to keep the pressure on, I like to deploy this guy as soon as possible. Just... if you get this guy out as early as possible, it's hard to deal with him. Am I really going to cash in a Solar Flare just to deal with the 2/1? You bet. Cash it in. We got 2 of those for a reason. Use the first one recklessly, so the second one can be used correctly. It's just a little slogan I have. I'm going to turn into t-shirts, actually. Holy Cowboy into Libram of Clarity. Okay, okay. I feel like this might be a turn 5 lethal. upstairs. We use the first one recklessly so we can win the game with the other one in our hand. Another t-shirt I might be making. Anyway, turn 5 lethal. Disgusting.
Jaina versus Sylvanas.
A hunter with the
I stand for my people.
with the interesting skin.
Prevail.
Late game card, late game card, late game card. 1 drop to get the ball rolling. The last time I played against Hunter, it was Egg Hunter, and I got rolled because they had infinite, almost free Hollow Hounds that cleared all my precious Surgers. Speak of the devil, there he is. Look at that guy. What a guy. Ooh, looks like I'm playing against the Discover deck. Haven't played against that yet. Let's make that keychain sweat it out a little bit with the tar slime. Thinking next turn might be a double Firefly to coin out my Gladiator. Do his best Accretion impersonation. Being a 4/4, of course, is a lot better than a 3/1. Oh, we're going full starships. I like my opponent's style. Let's stick to the plan. 4 mana 4/4 that draws 3 cards, just elementals doing elementals things. Looks like we have another perfect hand of Surger into Flare.
The moment is upon.
If we had the legendary, of course, this would be an absolute disaster because we have both these in our hand. But we're not playing it because it's bad, not because I didn't open it. Very important to remember that.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
Okay, okay. And we will opt to simply dunk on our opponent. Yeah, let's just dunk on him. Just get rid of that board. Just get rid of it. Deal you 4, clear your board, develop 12 power of elemental this turn 4, by the way. Makes sense to me. I cry every time, though, because this is explosives every time, but we just need to run some stuff into it. I'll do it, too. I have no shame. Because I got another one. You can't keep the elemental train stopping. Oh. I appreciate that more than you know. So you put taunts in front of your explosives trap? Okay. I won't question your plays. You obviously got something planned. They're probably just trying to bait me into another explosives. Oh, Owl speed or ale speed? Ale speed, you dog. You're playing on a whole nother level than me. That's for sure. I ignore their minions. Just ignore them. And yeah, I had lethal in a variety of ways. Turn 6 lethal. Oh, we'll get a long game eventually, I'm sure. I'm sure we will.
Jaina versus Jaina.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright.
You ask
I faced
my source
like
will prevail.
3 or 4 Quasar rogues in a row. Beat 2 of them. Lost to one of them that beat me on turn 4. The other 2 did absolutely nothing. and that was, peak gameplay. You guys were really missing out on those ones. Just gonna plan on coining out the Rolling Stone into the Shale Spider, and then blazing Accretion after that. Gonna imagine the dude, our elemental opponent, is probably on, or our mage opponent's probably on elementals. Getting started with Glacial Shard. And I am going to raise them a Tar Slime. Pretty good matchup for me. The Tar Slime versus Glacial Shard. Flame Revenant will get gobbled up by my Rolling Stone. A tale as old as time. Feeling pretty good about where I'm at here. I like that play. I might do it myself. Is it time? Is it time to try to take down the Tar Slime? Maybe. Yeah, it's time. Had to happen eventually. I am actually not gonna go for my Accretion play. I'm gonna go for a little bit of board development actually. If they have a Surger, I'm feeling not too good. And with their 3-mana draw 3, they likely have the Surger. Oh, Spontaneous Combustion on defense mode. You love to see it. Flame Geyser. Okay. And I am going to take this turn off to do a 3-1. And I'm going to freeze down there 1-2 with plans to Solar Flare next turn. Now, if you want to do your Surger, go for it. I love that for you. I don't love that for me. That was a crazy spread for them. Holy smokes, I got demolished there. It was amazing. Surger. And I'm going to hold on to my Surger because it's super important to be able to answer theirs. And also that it would just clean up like a 1-2. Oh, don't break my heart. Okay. I've felt better. I've definitely felt better before. So let's Spider. Geyser. Flame Elemental. And let's Solar Flare to clean this up a little bit. I often say I've never lost a game where I've had Revenant hit my opponent. And if you recall last turn, I was hit with a Revenant. So let's see if I can break the cycle. I might be using Spontaneous Combustion on defense mode myself to clear up their 4-4. Not a big fan of Revenant coming out. Definitely need to deal with that one. Let's see what Gladiator can turn up. Again, I'd love to use this right now. But they are kind of posturing up to do the Surger. So I think I'm just going to play a little conservative. Bring them down to 20. Because the absolute disaster, because it looked like they were kind of trying to gear up for Revenant with Surger there. The mirror matches are just all about keep their board clear as much as you can. Looks like this 3-2 doesn't know where it wants to go. This tells me that they have a solar flare of their own. Mm-hmm. Makes complete sense to me. So if I go 6, can't quite do that. But if I go Lamplighter, Solar Flare, we are setting up lethal next turn. So let's do that. Lamplighter, Solar Flare, so next turn will be a Elemental Lamplighter game. Unless they also have double Lamplighter. That'll do it. Very close game. Never seen anyone lose if they touch their opponent's face with a Revenant. Good game, the dude. Good game.
Jaina versus Valera.
We have an exciting Quasar rogue matchup. Real interesting stuff about to come your guys' way. Tar Slime does nothing against them because they play no minions and they don't attack me. Having a 1-drop, of course, is kind of valuable, but honestly would rather just find things that can actually attack. That'll do. Glacial Shard and a Rolling Stone. That can at least pressure them a little bit. Flame Geyser can, of course, pressure them. Freeze their face. There's an argument to, like, save it for, like, when they can deploy Quick Pick, but dealing 2, I think, is way more important. Not going to get the rush value here, so you might as well develop the other 3-power fella. Next turn's probably just looking like Flame Geyser, Stone. Edge of your seat excitement here. We just are both trying to do our thing. Looks like Glacial Shard's going to be dealing 4 damage total this game, unless they go face for some reason. Maybe Venezuar. I think I nailed that name. Good old Venny. I think Venny might be one to get a little bit of trading in. I'm going to lock down that weapon in case they're digging for that Quasar. Just counting down our turns until we get that Remnant out. Knick-Knack Shack on 3, just as they drew it up. Let's get our 3-1 out. And it looks like we're just going to go upstairs with Flame. And can they dunk on me this turn? I've seen Quasar Rogue win on turn 4 before. Coin Prep Quasar have 1 mana open. Now we just get to watch them play the game for a second. Yep. Right. So I wonder what the over-under on this Quasar deck being nerfed is. I don't think it's like crazy powerful because it can whiff. My opponent just kind of got the absolute god draw of Knick-Knack Shack, Coin Prep. They're kind of playing a little slower, but I think even with playing slow, I think they'll be fine to win next turn. Yep. Dig for treasure. Shadow stepping. The meteors. Mm-hmm. Exciting stuff. Yeah. Right. Okay. In that case, I could play this, but there's a good chance it wouldn't clear those guys. So I think I'm just better off putting up something that can get in the way. And I think these are most likely just going to die to Fan of Knives. But just in case they draw a Meteor here, they could have gone into one of my minions. Tar Slick, yep. Yep. Another Tar Slick. You're not going to start drawing cards while I still have minions out, I don't think.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
It's probably game, if I had to guess. Right.
I'm almost out of cards.
Right.
I'm out of cards.
So, all that work. Okay, I thought I was going to draw. Yeah.